said you'll be there.
So glad you could join us.
I'm so glad to be here.
I'll call this Park Board meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I know Kristen's not here. Who's going to take attendance?
Carly is filling in.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carly. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Why don't you go ahead and take attendance then?
Brad Bassick,
I'm here.
Ed Repay,
I am here.
Joe Skavarik,
Here.
Nicole Kelly,
Here.
Jen Wilson,
Here.
John Novicic,
Here.
Rita Morales, Christian Bartholomew.
With that, first up is the approval of minutes from the September 3rd, 2025 meeting.
Motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second. Oh, sorry.
We have 2 seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Okay, next up, correspondence. Any correspondence, John?
None.
Okay, reports from staff. Where would you guys like to start?
Okay, so there's 3 papers in front of you, one of them being the Rorman concession revenue for 24 and 25, and then the second and third are the Rorman ball fields revenue from 2024 and then 2025, just so you can see a comparison of the 2 years. So we were a bit down this year on practice rentals. Same thing for tournaments. We were supposed to have a few more tournaments, but unfortunately it didn't work out for some reasons. But on the positive, on the concession side, with us not having those tournaments, we still did pretty well considering that. Last year, our gross revenue was $25,842, and then after expenses, our net was $8,403. And this year, our gross revenue was close to 25, just a little bit under. And after all expenses, we made out with $9,581.
Nice job. That's great.
Thank you.
Was it just the tournaments? Well, it looks like the practice rentals was the primary.
Yeah, practice rentals were the primary
Is that
loss.
coincide with tournaments, or
Not
was it
really.
just one-off things?
I would say the fall this year was less than we normally get, and there were quite a few teams who didn't want as much usage, or there was teams too who later on wanted much more, and I didn't have all that space to give them.
Got it.
So it's a combination of a couple different things.
Okay. Okay, so in other words, it's not what we're charging. Are we,
I've
losing out
never-
on opportunities because we're charging too much?
I've never gotten that
Okay.
from anyone.
Great, awesome.
In fact, I'd say we're undervaluing ourselves.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Next up,
Irene?
anything, Irene?
I just have a couple of things. In-house, I'm just working on some SOPs right now, dealing with programs and events. My main focus is 2026 and just kind of getting that off the bat with us having to replace, positions, people being gone. So it's going to be a new year. Hopefully we can do some better things. We're going to start from scratch and just start all over with next year.
Okay.
Upcoming, this weekend, we have our holiday craft show on Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 5 on Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday. And then we have our Veterans Day ceremony on November 11th, and that is at the town court at 6 p.m. And then rounding off the season, we have 2 more craft shows. The Merry Makers Market, that's the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. So it will be after the tree lighting events, or continuance of it, because Friday it's after the craft show. So that's with Chamber, that will be here. So hopefully you guys can come out. That starts at 7. Is that what we decided on?
I think we're doing the lighting, like the official lighting is at 7, so
Yes.
6:30.
Right. So, we'll be outside. Chamber's bringing hot cocoa and cookies. We're having that donated. So
Awesome.
Be fun for the kids.
Cool.
Yeah. And then we just have our regular events that are happening. Breakfast with Santa coming up. Is that live? Yes, that is live too.
Nice.
So anybody interested,
And are you guys going to open the splash pad for the tree lighting?
would you like us to? Okay.
No.
I
Might be
can do
kind of funny,
special
but
accommodation.
let's do it right as we're about to light it. We'll turn it
Okay,
all on.
perfect. Yeah,
Cool.
and that's all I really got for
Okay,
right now.
awesome. Sounds great.
Irene, the craft show, the last one I was at was probably 4 or 5 years ago. It was at the community center. But I thought I saw on 2 of the signs, like in my subdivision and stuff, are they at Holman?
Yes, for this next one, they are at 2 locations, Holman and at the community center.
Just outgrew it at one place? or-
Well, I think what prompted that years ago is we used to have the giant tents outside. I don't know if any of you remember that.
I remember that.
I remember
And
that.
at some point, there was like a decision that to rent the school was cheaper than that tent.
Yeah.
And that's how we became 2 locations. I'm not 100% on everything yet, but I'm not sure if we'll even do that in the future.
Right.
If, so like I said, 26, we're kind of
Sure.
just switching everything up. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
How has it been going, obviously with Josh leaving? How are you guys holding up, replacing him, taking on his role? I know it's a lot of extra
Yeah.
responsibility. How are you feeling about it? What's going well? What's not going well?
So we had to split a lot of the roles. I think in the beginning of the summer, it was a little bit of a scramble. I would say staff now is doing an amazing job.
Awesome.
We've really stepped it up. Do we still need somebody in that position? Yes.
Okay,
But as of right now, I think we're doing well with what we have.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
Cool.
Yes. So thank you to all those people too who are handling things.
yeah, we really appreciate it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Any other reports, John?
Yeah, update on some of our projects since our last meeting. The trail got paved at Rolling Hills Park, and the drinking fountain with the jug filler was installed. So that project's done, that's been graded, seeded, so big thanks to Public Works for helping with that. The playground at Nova Costello got installed, and the port-in-place surfacing got put in, so that project's finished. Surfacing at Grimmer Park got put in September, so that playground has been completed. And we had 2 of the tennis courts, I think, since our last meeting. We're still in the process of getting completed, Stevens Park and Foxwood North, but both of those were done in September as well. So got a lot of projects done this year. Everything pretty much has been winterized. All of our systems, sprinkler systems, fountains, splash pad. And right now, we'll just focus on getting some Christmas decorations up and doing some other year-end maintenance. We've been involved with taking a lot of the trees and relocating them from the Pensy Trail. Part of that trail is going to be reconstructed with the initial phase of the Kennedy Avenue project, so we've been taking a lot of those shrubs. We planted some at Foxwood North, put in some at Autumn Creek. Done a lot of fall seeding. Had some germination at Autumn Creek, so that's good. But
Yeah.
we'll have to assess these areas in the spring and probably hit some more. But no, that's about it. So
Sounds great. Any questions from the board before we move on? Nope. Okay. We'll jump into old business. First up is discussion regarding the 2026 park fees. Is there anything else we wanted to talk about? Ladies, I think you guys missed last time we talked about this, so we had gone through some things. And to be honest, I don't remember where we left off. Can you guys remind us?
yeah, we had consensus on what some of the fees were going to be, but there was not a vote on it. I had sent that information to Jen and Nikki. I don't know if you had a chance back then to review it, or if you did review it, or if you had questions, or what you felt, but we wanted to get your input on that as well.
Can I note something real quick? So this packet right here, these are our current fees.
Okay.
So that way, if within the packet itself, if you need to do any kind of comparison, you
Sure.
have both.
And if memory serves, what we're effectively doing is we're just increasing to kind of keep in line with what our costs are and what
Yes.
our competitors are doing.
So
correct?
with the activity fee schedule, we kind of, I don't know what word I want to say for this, but we condensed it down.
Okay.
We had really broad categories, you know, where they were more
That's right.
specific towards, if it was a trip, it said the trip's name. So that's more what we did with that one. There is slight increases in there, but that doesn't mean that there's increases on the fees themselves. This is just in case we have a new event or program and we want to, you know, raise that fee slightly.
Sure, okay.
Do you want me to go over it all?
Any questions? Yeah.
He's looking for you, Joe.
Yeah, Irene, if you want to go over it a little bit,
Yeah.
that would be great.
So, as far as the community center, fees, so there is a slight increase, or actually, I want to say it's more than a slight increase on those fees. There is a comparison Kristen put in with, she tried to do a breakdown of everything per room, resident and non-resident. If you just go with the first, John, do you remember if she did it as a percentage or she just?
I think she did do it as a percentage.
'cause we
I
did
remember
give you
us
guys-
talking about, we were talking about, okay, how much of a percentage?
Right,
makes
and I
sense.
think
That
we
was
kind of found a
primary
middle
discussion, I
ground at the
think.
last
Yeah.
meeting. So, hourly would be $60 as opposed to 40. And I think she did on a high end.
Yep.
And it might have been like 100 and then a low end also.
Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, you guys had called around
Yes, we
and you
did.
had given
Yeah,
us
we
like a
had.
range of what other communities charge for those different things. And
Yes.
then we kind of like looked at everything and then made a judgment call. Okay, here's what we think is reasonable for our space, and that's what it was based off of. So, yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so we did our research. We didn't just like pull numbers out of anywhere.
yeah. This was not. Yeah, you guys did your
Yeah.
homework. It wasn't haphazard. Yeah. I agree.
Is there anything that stands out to anyone that would like to discuss, whether it's
How do I
an
get the
activity fee?
75% discount on the daddy-daughter dance?
Yes, just for you.
I'm just kidding. I'm happy to pay the full price. That's a great event.
Yeah, actually, the community center fees, we raised those in 2018
Yeah.
from the initial fees. So it's been, will be,
It's been a while. I
Years.
remember that discussion.
Time.
Yep.
It's time.
Yeah, we're overdue. Any other questions or discussion from the board?
I'm okay with that.
I guess my only question, just so I have a better understanding, there's the proposed A and proposed B rates. And is, is this,
You're talking on the document from the previous
Yeah.
meeting. Yeah. So she gave two different potential scenarios. One was, I think, a 50% increase, and one was a 100% increase. And it was within the range of low and high based on what other communities were charged. And so what we did was we went through them and said, this is what seems reasonable. And my expectation is that's what's actually reflected in the revised,
Numbers.
the revised resolution that we would recommend to the council.
okay.
Correct.
There was also a scale that showed the difference.
Yeah.
We kind of said how we looked at other towns to see what they were charging. We had it on a scale so you could see where we are and where the new fees would be on the scale compared to the areas around us.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Great question. Any other questions or discussion from the board? Okay. Christian, just a point of order, can we just move on from this, or do we have to, what do we do here? I can't remember.
So I've drafted a resolution. If it's your intent to approve the fees tonight, we have a resolution that basically just cites to the ordinances that establish the previous fees and then refers to these exhibits. And in the event that you want to vote on it, we would need a vote we would need to pass the resolution, and I don't think we've done any other resolutions this year, have we?
Not this year, and my understanding is we don't actually pass it. We just, what we'd be doing is making a motion to recommend this to the council to pass. Is that correct?
Yeah, so you pass a resolution that says that that it's recommended to the council,
Got
and
it.
then the council has to pick it up and actually pass an ordinance.
Got it, okay.
So you should have a copy of that in front of you.
Yes.
If you want to move second and vote on the resolution, we'll call it 2025-01, then assuming it's approved, everybody can sign off on it, and then it will go to the council.
Okay, okay.
That's under new business later.
Yeah,
on the
so
agenda.
why don't we just jump forward to that, if that's okay with everybody, since we're already talking about it? Assuming everyone's comfortable moving forward with it. Okay, we'll entertain a motion, if anyone has one.
Mr. President, I'd like to
Yes,
make a
sir.
motion.
No one wants to do it.
Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, Board of Parks and Recreation's Resolution 2025-01. It's a resolution of the Parks and Recreation Board's recommending amendments to various parks and recreations related fee schedules as attached.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Okay, motion carries 5-0.
Now you just need to pick one of the copies in front of you and circulate it for signature.
For signatures?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a copy over here that when we're done, I'll take around for everyone
That'd
to
be
sign.
great. That'd be
Sign
great.
after me.
Okay. Any other old business from the board? Okay, moving on. First up is to consider approval of the special event request from Logan's Love. Do we have anyone here from Logan's Love? When you get up there, please make sure you speak into the microphone and state your name and address for the record. I know you know the routine, but I always like to remind people.
Okay, Georgianne Glavis from Logan's Love, 1727 Chelsea Street. We are going to be having our 4th annual Easter egg hunt on March, I don't know what date,
I think it's 28th,
March
according to the
28th.
application.
of
Yeah.
2026, and we're here to ask for a possible reduction in fees since we are a 501c3 and trying to give back.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Do you guys have the,
John, I was going to say, John or Irene, do you have a breakdown of what the cost would be for this event?
and then what our guidance says as far as fee discounts?
No is a satisfactory answer also.
I know Kristen usually like prints it and laminates it and then hits us over the head with it every time it comes up, so, you know.
If you look at this paper right here, it was in that packet with the old fee structure. All of the pricing is on there.
I gotcha.
It says
Highlight.
park shelter, rental, and athletic field fees.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you paid last year? I think you just paid the deposit,
No, I think it was
270.
half and plus the
250,
deposit.
and
I think it
then,
was-
So,
I think it came out to the 540, but you paid the deposit and half of the event fee.
That's correct.
okay.
Yeah,
Because then
that
the
sounds about
deposit
right.
carried over because we had the walk
Yes.
deposit.
Correct.
and That's where I'm trying to.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So,
She would be a resident. Well, she-
so we would essentially be doing it for
Yeah.
the new amount. Is it correct? Since we're increasing, we just passed a we just
Yeah.
passed a
So
resolution.
just
to
say it
increase
was
the fees.
270
Uh-huh.
last year, and
Okay.
then she paid the deposit also.
Okay.
Yeah.
The resolution, Brad, did not change any of the
Got
special
it.
event
Okay.
fees.
That's great to
And
know.
it
Okay.
hasn't been passed yet by the council, so.
Sure, that's fair. Okay, that's a good point. So how does that work? Like, we're approving
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Is it going to potentially be more for them? If let's say the council takes this up next week?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
So the fees would go into effect, let me see how this is written out. I presume they would go into effect immediately.
Okay,
So, yeah, if they take it up next week, then the fees would would go up, and
But you're saying that we didn't change them anyway, right, John? The new fees are not changed?
It didn't cover a special event.
okay.
Oh, great, okay.
Special
Then we don't
event
have to, then
schedule.
my question is not relevant. Okay, awesome, that's totally fine, okay. Okay, we just, unless there's any other questions, we just need a motion.
So what's the final number? There's
Can you guys give us the final number?
The final number, it was,
We really need to have it on this.
520?
$520.
Yes. So it'd be
Part of which,
270
270 plus the deposit.
to 250 deposit.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
all right.
I'll make a motion to approve the fee for $270, and then a deposit of $250. And then is that deposit carrying over? Is that what she said? No.
That was when we had the walk.
Oh, okay.
It's just one event.
If they have
Okay,
another
so-
event.
Okay, so 270 for the fee, 250 for the deposit.
Okay, and are you also approving their use of the?
Yes, and
Okay.
I will approve their use of their request for a special event.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor, is there a second? I'll second. We have a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries 5-0. You're in good shape.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And also just inviting, we have our Century Santa at Holman Elementary, so on December 13th, if you guys can help spread the word.
All right, will do.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other new business for the board? Hearing none, any business from the floor? Seeing none. Next meeting is already scheduled, first Wednesday in December, yeah?
December 3rd.
December 3rd? No business from the floor. It's okay. Okay, we just need a motion to adjourn. Okay, is there a second? We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Meeting is adjourned.